Okay, catch up to where I am with the Spitfire wing. As you can see, I've glued, or I'm just gluing gluing my fingers together, gluing the wing, the main wing together. So you can actually, it looks, get it in camera, looks pretty good. I've also just been going over some of the joins with my 3D pen, just filling in some gaps. I've done a lot of sanding to try and get them to line up. But there was, as I was mentioning earlier, it's pretty good. It's just there was a slight warping on the side that sat on actually on the heated bed. Okay, as you can see, I've more or less got the plane glued together. The hinge, sorry, the locking pin. Let's just turn it around. Going to have to work on a bit. So that goes forward and that pulls out there. And that's quite a good fit. There it goes. So that's nice. That's a really snug fit. That slots into that. You can see it there. You've got that edge. That will slot into that gap there. That goes back in there. On this side, you've got the, maybe I need to tidy this up a little bit, but I can't get it to sort of stay in, if you sort of. So there's the pin. This slides forward like that. Again, that's locked in there. There's a bit of a gap there. I might sand down a little bit there. Push that forward. Actually, it does fit quite well. Right, so that's not fully sitting in there at the moment. I think that can still go back a few mils. So I've just got to work on that hole. But there's the plane. I'll just pan it. I'll bring the camera back so you can see it. So just bear with me. So that's the Spitfire, basically. As I say, I need a bigger bench. Still got to put the tail on it, but that's really good. That's really nice. Let's pan back so you can properly see it. As you can see, it's quite substantial, and the special aileron or flap hinge, special plastic, has just arrived. Actually, just came to the letterbox the other day, earlier today, so I can actually put the hinges on, which I'll do in a few minutes. So that's where we are. I'll finish off doing the tail and everything, and I'll work on that thing. And it just needs to click in a bit more and then sort of lock down. But I'll do that now. Okay, so I bought the CA hinge sheet, which has just arrived. Got that off. I think it was Amazon, but I'll put a link onto it. It's easy, you can buy it anyway. It's CA hinge. Loads of people do it, which is just a flexible plastic, basically. So that will slot into. Make sure you're on camera. That will slot into these, into those slots in there. So I've just got to make those slots a bit bigger, and then they just glue in. And then the actual hinge section goes on the other side. So I've got tape on my fingers, so I'm getting super glue all over the place. So I've just got to work on those a bit, just get those slots a bit They're filled at the moment. I'll just get a Stanley knife in both those sides, and then put the hinges in. Okay, I've been working on the elevators. I haven't glued it together. I've part glued it, so they're sort of ready, as you can see. I've glued in these tags into the slots there. What I do is definitely working with a Stanley knife, just to make sure that you know you've got a bit of a slot in there, so they're well in there. So that's how they go on this flexible stuff. And the servo for this one is underneath, so make sure it's you got that at the bottom. So that's going to go in there. I'm just going to tidy up the that edge, and I'm just going to do a bit of sanding in there, get that a little bit better. But that is those. They'll stay glued together, so they go right like that. I also made the holes slightly bigger. Well, the when they go in, in fact, it's filled up again. There's a tiny. Didn't quite. I had to drill. Sort of get that in the camera. I had to drill out that because that's where the wire, the servo linkage, will go through there. So that would be a bit tricky to drill out. Well, I suppose you could heat it up or something, put a hot pin through it, but I just made sure I had that before. Okay, so that is flexing. It's slightly, I've got a bit of a gap in there, but doesn't matter. So underneath you've got, that's where the servo will go, and that's where the servo linkage will go. Okay, so here's the aileron. This is the left wing aileron. I haven't actually glued. I'll put the pieces on here first, just so I can get a depth. And again, that's where the servo will go. So that is ready to glue on. So that's the left one. I think I've got that lined up with enough. There's it's slanted back in there, so there's an angle, so that can pull in, if you see what I mean. Okay, I have fitted both ailerons on the wings. Let's see that properly. That's that one, and that one. So the wings are done actually. I've just got to tidy up actually on that edge, a bit of sanding maybe, but nothing too much. The main body, I think I've got to cut. Let's just check the video, but I think I've got to cut out this whole section so you can get in and put the sorry, get it in camera. I think I've got to cut that section out so you can get in and put the batteries in there and stuff like that. So I'm just going to check the video and do that next. But, just so there's no nasty bits of plastic in there to catch you with it, because it's quite sharp. Like that. That's the inside. Printed the dome. So I think the next thing, so that's it really. I mean, I've built it. Next thing obviously is to wire up these servos. So that will be that'll be in the next video. So let me just put it all together again. I'm just going to move the camera back.